Imagine having a senior engineer sitting next to you 24/7, reviewing your code, suggesting improvements, helping you debug, and accelerating your development speed. That's exactly what modern AI coding agents are becoming. The software development world is changing fast. Today, being a great software engineer is no longer just about writing every single line of code yourself. It's about knowing how to work with AI agents effectively. We're becoming more like orchestrators. Our job is to guide the AI, manage it, review its output, and make sure it produces the best possible product. The better we communicate with it, the more powerful we become. And right now, Claude Code is without a doubt one of the best AI coding agents in the industry. It's incredibly strong at reasoning, understanding context, and helping you move faster without sacrificing quality. So, in this tutorial, I'll teach you everything about Claude Code. I'll show you how to install it on your device, integrate it into any software project you're building, and start using it as your superpower AI agent. And now let's see how can we install Claude Code on our device. First of all, I need you to go to the Claude Code official website. You can find the link in the description of this video, or you can simply open Google and search for Claude Code, and then go to this website, and it will take you to Claude Code website. Then I need you to click on documentation here. As you can see here, this is a Claude Code overview. Claude Code is an agentic coding tool that reads your code base, edit files, run commands, and integrate within your development tools. And in order to get started, you have many options, as you can see. You have multiple options here, but in this tutorial, we're gonna cover the terminal and the VS Code options. So let's start with the terminal. If you're working on Mac OS or Linux, you can copy that command and paste it inside your native terminal. And if you're working on Windows like me, you have two options. You can use Windows PowerShell or Windows Command Prompt. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna use PowerShell. So I'm gonna copy that command and then open an app named Terminal inside of Windows and open Windows PowerShell from it. Of course, you can open PowerShell right away. It doesn't matter, okay? Just open any PowerShell terminal. And then paste that command here and simply press Enter. And I think this is going to take some time, so while it's being installed, I need you to create a new account on Claude Code. So just go here and click on Try Claude, and then create an account. It's a very simple registration process. So actually, I'm gonna continue with my Google account. And right now, I'm logged in using my Google account. So after you log in, you're gonna be redirected to this page. As you can see, this is the user interface of Claude's web application. It's similar to ChatGPT. I'm of course assuming you are familiar with ChatGPT and used it before. And you can chat with it from here, you can ask it anything you want, and you can choose the models from here. They have several models like Sonnet, Opus, Haiku, and so on. And from here you can upgrade your plan. And you should know that in order to be able to use Claude Code, you have to have a subscription plan. You have to subscribe to any of the plans, okay? There is no free plan in Claude Code. So I think the Pro plan is suitable for you if you're just testing Claude Code for the first time. And then you can go to your settings and track your usage from here. You're gonna have current session, which is gonna reset each 4 hours, I think. And also you're gonna have weekly limits, which is gonna reset each week. And from here, this is the extra usage. If you ever buy extra credit or extra usage, you can track your usage from here, okay? And now let's go back to our terminal, and as you can see, Claude Code successfully installed. Right now, if I type this in my terminal, Claude, you can see that the Claude command is recognized by our system because Claude Code has been installed on our device. But actually, I'm gonna close that terminal and I'm gonna go to my desktop and create a new folder. And let's name it Claude Code. And then I'm gonna open VSCode. I'm gonna open a new window and then open that folder using VSCode. And then what I'm gonna do here is that I'm going to use the VSCode integrated terminal. So I'm gonna click here, go to terminal and choose a new terminal. Close all of that. And there we go. I'm having a PowerShell terminal here inside VS Code. And again, I can type Claude here, press enter. There we go. This is the Claude interface. You can choose your text style from here. I'm gonna choose dark mode. And then, as I told you, Claude Code doesn't have a free plan. You should have a subscription plan. You should be subscribed to a paid plan. So this is why Claude Code will prompt you to log into your account. You can choose any of these options: Claude account with subscription, Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise, whatever you have. You can log in using Anthropic console account or third-party platform. But in that case, I'm gonna choose Claude account with subscription because this is what I have. I'm gonna press enter. It's gonna open a browser window like that. And then simply it's gonna ask me, Claude Code would like to connect to your Claude chat account. Do I authorize? Yes, of course. I'm gonna click on authorize. There we go. Right now I'm logged in with my Claude account. So I'm gonna get back here to VS Code terminal. And as you can see, login successful. Press enter to continue. So I'm gonna press enter. It's gonna tell me Claude can make mistakes. You should always review Claude's responses. Okay. Press enter to continue. Yes, use recommended settings. Then it's gonna ask me, do I trust this folder? I'm gonna say yes. And there we go, Claude Code now is ready to use. I think it installed the VSCode extension for me. I wanted to do that by myself, but more on that later. Now I'm gonna press enter to continue. And simply right now I can ask Claude Code to do anything for me. For example, let's tell it to build a simple TODO app for me using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with a nice UI UX. And that's it. Now I'm gonna press enter and see magic happens. Now Claude Code is doing its thing. Okay, great. Now it created a todo.html file, and this is the code it wants to create. You should read that code carefully, but we're just providing an example here. And actually, it's gonna give you several options here. It's gonna ask you, do you wanna accept these changes right away? You can say yes to accept, but in that case, you're just accepting that change. Or you can say yes and allow all edits during this session. Choosing that option will allow Claude Code to continue editing without asking you, okay? And of course, you can say no and reject those changes. So I'm just gonna say yes and allow all edits during this session. And there we go. The TODO app is ready at todo.html file. Just open it in your browser. Here is what it includes, and those are the features, add tasks, and so on. And those are the UI highlights. Okay, now let's open this file. Of course, it created that file here. And by the way, this is the icon for Claude Code Extension. As I told you, apparently it installed the extension for us. But for now, let's open this using our web browser. I'm gonna reveal in File Explorer. and then open that file using the browser. And this is our to-do app. I think it looks nice, right? Let's add any task. Let's say learn Claude Code. Then click on add task. The task is added here. Those are all the tasks, active tasks, completed tasks. Okay, this actually looks nice. And this is pretty much it. You can ask Claude Code anything you want. And you should know that Claude Code has many modes. Like here, when we choose to accept all edits, it did toggle the accept edits. If I click on Shift plus Tab all together, it's gonna switch to plan mode. If you choose the plan mode, Claude Code is gonna explain its plan to you before generating code. Okay, let's click on Shift and Tab again. It's gonna shift back to the first mode, which is the ask mode, where it's gonna ask you before doing a single edit. And now if you type /help, yeah, this one, and choose it, it's gonna show you a help menu. This is a general menu. This is the commands menu. And from here, you can choose to go to the docs. Let's see it. Okay, this is the documentation that we saw before. Let's click escape. And actually, if you want to switch between models, you can type /model and choose between models or toggle between models from here. The default one is Sonnet 4.6. You can choose Opus, Haiku, whatever you want. And also, if you want to have like a long-term memory for your project, you can type /init, and this will initialize a new Claude.md file with code-based documentation. Let's choose it and see what's gonna happen. Okay, here, first of all, it's explaining to you that the repository contains only todo.html file, a single file, which contains vanilla HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which is an app with no build system dependencies or tests. Okay, and then it wants to create a Claude.md file, which is gonna have all the data about this app. This can act like a long-term memory for Claude. Claude can always refer to this file, this Claude.md file, in order to get data about your project, in order to have extended memory about your project. So I'm gonna click yes, which is gonna create that file. See here, Claude.md created. It documents the single file architecture, how to run the app, and so on. Now we can see it here. This is the file that we are talking about. If I right click on it and open preview, this is the preview for that MD file. Of course, you can edit this file. You can add anything you want. Let's say that you change the project architecture, the context, or anything like that. You can always go back here and write whatever you want. Okay? And also in Claude Code, you have features like agents. If you choose agents, this will allow you to create a new agent. Basically, you can create a sub-agent that has its own context window, custom system prompt, and specific tools. Like you can create an agent that can act as a code reviewer, another agent that can act as a code simplifier, and so on. There is also something called MCP, which will allow you to manage MCP servers. Of course, right now, no MCP servers configured, but you can actually run some MCP servers, which will allow you to connect Google Drive, your Gmail account, and stuff like that. You can read all about it. You can also create something called skills, which will allow you to create skills files. Skills are something like, let's say, recipes to do something. Let's say you have your own way of creating something, or maybe reviewing code. So you write that way in a text file called skills, or actually a single skill file inside the skills folder. And Claude will always refer to that skill file and do a specific task based on that skill file. Of course, if you're interested, you can also read all about it. Okay? And now let's see how can we install the VS Code extension. If we go back here and choose VS Code, you can see that you can install it for VS Code or for Cursor. I'm gonna click on VS Code. It will open VS Code for me, okay? And it took me to the extensions panel here. And actually here in the extensions, you can search for Claude Code right away and choose this one, which is the official Claude Code for VS Code from Anthropic Company. Of course, it's already installed here. Now let's uninstall it and restart extensions, and this is the view that you should see. So simply click on install, and after it's installed, you're gonna see that icon appear here. Now let's reload our window and then click here on that icon. It's gonna open a Claude Code window inside VS Code like that. And actually I like using the extension. I like it better than the terminal one. So I'm gonna move it to a new window here. As you can see, it has a better user interface. And from here I can do pretty much everything that we did before. I can toggle between the modes from here, ask before edits, or edit automatically, or plan mode. Like for example, I can tell it to change the background color of this app. Press enter. Okay, what color would you like the background to be? The current one is dark. Okay, let's say make it a bit brownish. Anything actually. And here it's gonna show you the changes it wants to make. Here on the left hand side, this is the previous state of our code base for this file, and this is the code it wants to add. So what you should do is that you should read that code and decide whether you want to accept that code or not. So in that case, I'm gonna click here in order to accept it, and that's it. It wants to also update the hover. Okay, say yes. And right now it's done. If I go back here and reload the page, yeah, it changed the background color. And that's pretty much it. Also from here you can track your usage by saying account and usage. This is my usage so far. I can also switch models from here, and I can type account and choose switch account in order to log out. Then I can click here again in order to log back in. Then it's gonna open the browser tab again, ask me to authorize, so I'm gonna click authorize. Now I can go back here and I'm logged back in. And that's it. This is how you can install Claude Code and integrate it inside any software project you're building. And as you can see, Claude Code is so powerful, it can do miracles for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later. Have a great day and bye-bye.